You held the anger for hours. The other person forgot in minutes. This is a story about a man who discovered that his anger was never about others. It was always about something broken inside him. His name was Daniel. He was 34 years old. He worked in a busy city office. Daniel was sharp, dedicated, and deeply caring. But he carried one quiet flaw. He could not let go. One careless word from anyone could follow him for the rest of the day. One Tuesday morning, Daniel presented his work to the team. He had spent 3 nights preparing it. His manager barely looked up. This needs more depth. Anyone else have ideas? The room moved on in seconds. Daniel sat still, his jaw tight. He said nothing. But inside, something was already burning. At lunch, his colleague Priya sat beside him. Priya, you okay? You've been quiet all morning. Daniel, I'm fine. Priya, it was just feedback. He does that to everyone. Daniel, it wasn't feedback. He dismissed me. In front of everyone. Priya, Daniel, he probably forgot it already. Daniel, well, I haven't. Priya, that's the problem, isn't it? Daniel looked away. He didn't answer, but her words stayed with him. Quietly, uncomfortably. That evening, Daniel came home. His 7-year-old son, Leo, ran to him at the door, small hands, bright eyes, holding a drawing. Baba, look what I made for you today. Daniel looked at it for 1 second. Not now, Leo. I'm tired. Leo's face fell. He walked back to his room without a word. Daniel sat on the couch alone. The house was quiet now. Too quiet. He looked at his hands. His manager's words were already fading from his memory, but Leo's face, that he could not forget. He whispered to no one, "What is wrong with me?" The next morning, Daniel arrived at work early. The office was empty except for one man, Marcus, a senior colleague in his late 50s. Calm, rarely loud, always steady. Daniel sat near him, pretending to work. After a long silence, Marcus spoke. Marcus, you're here early. Daniel couldn't sleep. Marcus nodded slowly. He didn't ask why. He simply looked at his coffee cup and said, Marcus, can I ask you something? Daniel, sure. Marcus, when your phone screen cracks, who feels the pain, the phone or you? Daniel frowned. Me, I suppose. Marcus, and the crack, does it fix itself because you stay angry at it? Silence. Daniel, no. Marcus, the anger doesn't change what happened. It only damages what remains. He took a slow sip of his coffee. Marcus, you carried yesterday into today, and last night you carried it into your son's hands. Daniel said nothing. He didn't need to. That evening, Daniel came home quietly. Leo was sitting on the floor, drawing again. Daniel sat beside him, slowly, without words. He picked up a pencil. Can I draw with you? Leo looked up, surprised. Then he smiled and moved the paper closer. Daniel drew badly. Leo laughed. For the first time in 2 days, Daniel felt something loosen inside his chest. Weeks passed. When someone at work spoke carelessly, Daniel breathed once and let it move through him. He stopped replaying conversations at night. He started coming home lighter. Leo began running to the door again. Daniel noticed that the days felt longer now, not heavier. Longer. Like there was more space inside them. Think about the last time you held anger for hours. Who paid the price for it? The person who caused it? Or the people closest to you? Letting go is not weakness. It is protection. If this story felt familiar to you, you are already someone who wants to grow. That desire is enough to begin. Stay with us. There are more stories here for people who are quietly becoming stronger. The anger was never really about them. It was always asking you to look inward.